Okay, thanks for asking. Tis I, the Native Patriot, and I wanted to make this video to share the news that I'm sure all of you have already heard and just share some other things that have been really bothering me about how the news of Kyle Rittenhouse being found not guilty is going around on social media, especially with people on the left. And this video might be kind of long, so I'm just preparing you that I'm going to be sharing a lot with you. So get ready to spend at least 10 minutes with me. But number one, yes, obviously, I'm sure you've heard that Kyle Rittenhouse was found not guilty of all of the charges against him, which is great news. It's great news not just for him, but people who are proponents of the Second Amendment and everything like that. So, what's been really bothering me is just the way that the news is spreading on social media, especially with leftist people, especially with people on the left, especially with SJWs. It's really annoying because obviously these people are upset that Kyle Rittenhouse is found not guilty. I'm not really sure why, but one of the reasons that they've said is because this has to do with white supremacy, even though Kyle Rittenhouse is white and the three guys that he shot were also white. Like, I don't know what this has to do with white supremacy. So that's number one. Number two, it's really disturbing how many people are like basically saying like that they feel bad for the guys that got shot when these guys were trying to hurt and kill Kyle Rittenhouse. And not only that, their pasts and their criminal history will prove to you that they are not good people. And so that's something that really is irritating me. And number three, this whole thing about if Kyle was black, then he would have got charged. I'll share something with you, actually, probably two little things with you as well. So we're going to unfold that all together. And again, this might be a little bit of a longer video, but I really felt like I wanted to share this with you guys. So number one, I'm going to share this video on Twitter. If I forget, please remind me to share the links for where I'm getting these videos. But basically, what I'm going to show you here is protesters, I'm assuming they're liberal protesters, that are trying to make the three guys that were trying to hurt Kyle, and which is why Kyle defended himself, they're trying to make these guys that got shot into like angels and superheroes.
With this sign in particular, you're calling Joseph Rosenbaum a hero.
In case you don't know, Joseph Rosenbaum is this one in the middle, and we're gonna, if you don't already know these things, I'm gonna share some information with you.
There's kind of been questions about why you would call him a hero, considering his criminal history involving minors, since he's a convicted sex offender.
Sure. So my answer to that is what it says right here. On August 25th, 2020, they were selfless heroes. They could have saved dozens of lives. I would never jump in front of a guy with an AR-15.
So basically, the premise of this woman's whatever she's saying is that she thinks that these three guys were trying to stop Kyle from some rampage, which he was not doing. Kyle Rittenhouse was literally like putting out fires and like giving help, like medical aid to like people and stuff like that. This is what eating like mainstream media disinformation from like leftist news sources, this will do to you. This didn't happen. Like, Kyle was not on a rampage to like hurt people.
Strapped on them. And so they were heroes. And I'm sick and tired of everybody making like they were, like they deserved to die, they were good for nothing, they were useless. No, they weren't. They were unbelievably brave, courageous.
They were not brave. They were deranged, and these people had lengthy criminal records.
Individual.
And the only reason I'm bringing this up again is because the fact that people like her all over the internet are trying to make out these three guys like they're some kind of angels and superheroes, which is why her sign is like that, when that's not the case.
Individuals.
And so nothing about his past criminal sex behavior?
I care about what happened on this day.
Yeah, exactly. Here, She says she just basically dismisses it. And what she's dismissing is, especially this one in the middle here, was convicted of crimes against young boys, sexual crimes. And he just asked her, like, so nothing about that? And she said she's just dismissed it.
And you know what else? He's not here anymore. So why do we even have to bring all that up? Seriously.
The reason people bring that up is because you are literally putting the faces on superhero costumes and making these dudes seem like they were upstanding citizens when they were not. That's why we're bringing this up, because your sign is stupid and it doesn't make sense.
That's nothing but hate talk.
It's not hate talk.
And unnecessary.
It's very necessary.
Unnecessary. We all have issues.
What was she wearing?
You know?
It doesn't
I've got
matter
a
who's
criminal
murdered.
record.
We don't murder people for crimes.
Yeah.
There's a system for that. And he paid his time.
The thing is that what she's saying is that we don't shoot people whatever because of their past crimes or whatever. I understand what she's saying, but the fact is, like, most people are not saying that, you know, he shot them because of their criminal past. It's just that these people are putting them on a pedestal like they're angels when they're not. That's why people are bringing up the fact of their criminal past, because these people are putting them on a pedestal and basically saying, implying whatever, that they were like angels or upstanding citizens when they were not. That's why people are bringing this up.
He had his charges, but on that night, he tried to save him.
So these women don't care. They pretend they care, but they don't. And here's what I want to share with you. So the criminal records of Rosenbaum, which is the one in the middle that I just showed you about, Huber and Grosskreutz, or whatever his name is, all three men had criminal records. And again, the reason this is relevant is because these people on the left are making these guys that got shot seem like they're innocent victims when they're not. Especially, let's see, Rosenbaum, which is that one in the middle, spent 15 years in prison in his early childhood, blah, 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 blah. That Rosenbaum was accused of sexually abusing 5 preteen boys in 2002, was indicted on 11 counts of child molestation, eventually pleading guilty to 2 amended counts of sexual conduct with a minor, blah, 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 blah. Huber, I think, which is this one on the left, pleaded guilty in 2013 to 2 felony counts of strangulation and suffocation and false imprisonment, court's record showed. And then Grosskreutz, whatever, is this one here. And he had previously been convicted of a crime but did not tell a jury, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the reason why this is brought up, their criminal history. Sorry, that's my cat. Stop, I'm trying to make a video. Please stop. Come up here. Come on. I'm trying to make a video. Sorry, guys. The reason why their criminal histories are being brought up, which I'm saying this several times already, is because these people on the left, these SJWs, are putting these 3 guys on a pedestal, literally in superhero costumes, and trying to make them seem like sweet, innocent victims when they were not. That's why this is being brought up, and this is super frustrating. So the next thing I want to talk about is, like, if Kyle were black, then he would have got charged. I want to bring up 2 things. One of these things here is, I don't know if you guys remember, but this young kid here in Mansfield, Timberview High School, shot another kid, and I think he might have grazed another kid also, whatever. But this happened like maybe five miles away from where I was staying in Mansfield, because when I moved from Los Angeles to Texas, I stayed in a home in Mansfield, Texas. So this literally happened like 5 miles away from me. last month, and it seems like pretty much everybody has forgotten about this case. You know why? I'm guessing because it does not fit the narrative of all of this if Kyle were black BS. So this kid shot another black kid and was pretty much like let go the next day or whatever. So there's that. Number two, this also happened yesterday when the verdict was announced for Kyle Rittenhouse. So I'm going to leave this link in the description box. And this is like, it's not the same thing as if Kyle were black, but I'm sharing this because it's like this guy here, basically his defense was that he shot, I think, at officers because he was saying he was in self-defense. And that's the same thing that Kyle Rittenhouse is self-defense. But if you have more than 2 brain cells, you know that Kyle actually was in self-defense. This dude, which his name is Andrew Coffey. Coffey is accused of firing at Indian River County Sheriff's deputies during an early morning drug raid at his home back in 2017. His girlfriend, Alteria Woods, was caught in the crossfire, shot 10 times, and later died. Coffey was charged with the murder of Woods after a grand jury exonerated 2 law enforcement officers for her death. So basically, there was a drug raid on this dude here, and so he claimed self-defense and I think shot at the officers or the cops or whatever, inadvertently shot his girlfriend, and he pleaded self-defense, and he was found not guilty. So the idea or this lie that the mainstream media, as well as other people on the left on social media, that sorry, my cat again, if Kyle were black, then he would have been found guilty. This dude had a drug raid happen on him. He shot at officers. He claimed self-defense, and he was found not guilty. So again, why is this not being talked about? Because it does not fit the narrative that the left has. So I've talked a lot, and I hope you kind of like soaked up all of this information I was giving you, but I really, really, really just wanted to make this video to share with people out there because it's just nuts, like the misinformation and stuff that's going on because of the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. I'm going to stop there because I could talk forever. And if you have not already, give this video a thumbs up and follow me on social media at The Native Patriot on Instagram and Twitter. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.